And Akshay Dongre joins us on the story now. Akshay, if you could summarize for us, how have global powers and regional actors such as Russia, China, neighboring Latin American countries responded to the US-Venezuela confrontation, and what impact could their positions have on the future political landscape in Venezuela?
Well, it seems that more than even China and Russia's reactions that have come as far as the abduction of Nicolas Maduro is concerned, is more significant would be the reaction that are coming in from South American countries, especially Colombia, Chile, Brazil. And these countries, Cuba as well, these are the countries that would in fact have more ramifications for the US, being in just the backyard of the United States of America, criticizing the way this has happened. In fact, the Chilean president has spoken about the action that has been taken by the US military of taking Maduro to the US soil to be trialed for the drug-related cases that they are accusing him of, by saying that this can happen to anybody and any of the country can have its name on target as far as US is concerned. Whenever they wish to take any kind of aggressive action against the countries, they will be taking this sort of precedence to act against them, and that perhaps would be a bigger worry than what China and Russia can do at this point in time. Because we have the facts right now. Russia is in itself embroiled in a conflict with Ukraine, that also Ukraine is being supported by European countries. It's being supported by the US as well. So the Russian hands are quite full, and it would not want to engage in another front as far as this sort of conflict that is brewing in Latin America is concerned. China, yes, it was a major trade ally of Venezuela. However, there is a vast distance between China and Venezuela. Any kind of help that China wants to provide to Venezuelan leadership will have to cross all the Pacific Ocean and then the entire South American continent to reach and be near Venezuela, just to find itself right in the back of the US. So that's also an option that is not very much feasible for the Venezuelan government at this point in time to seek support from the international allies. What it can expect is the support from the neighboring countries like Cuba, like Chile. Colombia now is talking about cooperation with the US, but still there is a sort of sympathy with the Venezuelan government at this point in time, that and the action that has showed that similar kind of actions can be taken against anybody if they oppose the sort of imperialistic designs that we are seeing of the US, be it the Greenland, be it Venezuela. Earlier it was Canada, where Trump had expressed his hopes of annexing that country as well. So the situation remains quite complicated when it comes to geopolitics and the countries that are embroiled in this entire controversy. But at this point in time, the action that is obviously illegal according to the UN Charter is just illegal on paper. But as far as real life is concerned, there is hardly anything either the UN or any kind of international players can do to stop right now.
All right, Akshay. Yes, Delcy Rodriguez has been sworn in as Venezuela's interim president, but there have been rallies in Caracas demanding Maduro's release. And now Machado vowing to return to Venezuela. Should we expect to see more political instability in Venezuela in the days ahead?
Well, obviously, there will be a lot of political instability, because now it's clear that there are two camps divided in the country. One is pro-Maduro, that is of the people that are in the government, the military is there, their own security forces that are operating inside Venezuela, and then there is opposition that has in a way welcomed the move that has been taken by the US, a sort of short-sighted, according to many, this support, because their citizen, their countryman has been abducted by a foreign nation where he is being tried under foreign laws and in a foreign judiciary. So obviously the overwhelming support is right now still with the government of Venezuela. Yes, there is another camp as well, and in the near future, the way US has been speaking about this entire conflict, that if Venezuela doesn't fall in line, and if Rodriguez doesn't follow what he commands, then there will be a fate worse than Maduro for her, which is in fact a direct threat given to another foreign leader, shortly after abducting their president.
All right, we leave it here. Thank you very much, Akshay Dongre, for your perspective.